welcome back to the channel. Today we are finishing up this bathroom refresh and I am so excited to show you guys the color drench. We totally went for it and it looks so good. To begin with, I am just vacuuming up all of the sanding dust that was left after I got everything sanded down. And this took some time. I didn't film all of that process because y'all have seen all of that before and it's a little bit boring. So here I am just going in and adding that evergreen fog to all of the trim pieces that were not painted yet. We did add some paint to some of the beadboard before we put it up because it was just so much easier to add painted beadboard rather than paint it behind the vanity and around it and around the toilet as well. So I am just adding in all of the rest of the trim. I just wanted to paint from the trim down and kind of take a poll with my family and see what they thought about drenching the entire room. I also polled you guys on my YouTube community and it was kind of mixed. In the comments, you guys really leaned heavily toward drenching the whole room. And here are just a few of those comments. Everyone was like, drench it, go for it, go big or go home. That was one of my favorites. Go big or go home. And that really stuck with me. So shout out to you who said go big or go home. I totally did. This was a huge project. It took a lot longer than expected. And you guys, what is it? Am I just getting old or what? I told my husband, I said, I used to be able to knock out a project like this in one day. What is wrong with me? And he's like, Mary, this was a lot of detailed work. So that really did encourage me. But man, I feel like it could be some part of my age, just getting older and not wanting to go as long as I used to. So here is the finished product. That trim and beadboard all painted. It was still drying, so there's some kind of weird parts in there, but wanted to take a little break and eat dinner. I made some charro beans that night with some cornbread and a little bit of chicken. And man, those charro beans were delicious. She's really our cousin, but I call her my niece. She had an amazing recipe for charro beans and she brought those to Christmas and we were all just raving about them. So I got that recipe from her and made them and they were just such a big hit. I ate on those for like 3 days. So after dinner, I had everyone come in, everyone that was home at least, and look at the bathroom and say, okay, should we go all the way to the ceiling or should we just leave what we have done? At that point, I was hoping that everyone would just say, just leave it. It looks so good. But everyone, it was just an overwhelming drench the whole room. So that's what I did. I was so tired at this point, but I went for it, you guys. And I am so glad that we did. It is just a Moody masterpiece. So what we have here is a makeshift ladder. So it was like sub-zero temperatures, like -14. I don't even know. It was so cold here in Oklahoma when we were working on this project. My poor hubby was out making cuts when it was just below zero, so cold. So we were not about to go get the ladder out. So he said, I have my workbench, and then that wasn't tall enough for me. So I thought, I'm just gonna get this stool. So don't do what I did, you guys. This was probably pretty dangerous, but we got it done. Alrighty, y'all. I have got almost everything done. Just a little bit of the corners over there and the door. So it's hot. This was a feat. I am sitting on my little stool, and all right, I'm just gonna finish up these little pieces and then I'll show y'all how it turned out. Alrighty, you guys, it is done for the most part. I have worked all evening and gotten all of my coats on. I got one full coat and then I just went over any little spots that I could see. And sorry about the loud. I have a fan going and our exhaust fan is super loud. So I'm going to turn y'all around and let you see everything. I'm so glad that we went all the way. I think it looks amazing. I am just thrilled with the outcome of this powder bath. It is just stunning in person, you guys, and after all the decor gets up, it just gets even better. You don't get this opportunity very often to just go big or go home, and a powder bath is a perfect opportunity to do that. It is so great to have a space where your guests can come in and feel at home and just get to enjoy the space while they're in there, even if it's a powder bath. We felt like this paint and just drenching the whole room was going to make it feel smaller, and in the craziest way, it has just opened it up and made it feel much bigger. It's such a strange phenomenon. My husband was like, this feels so much bigger. It feels twice the size. And my daughter said the same thing. So we're not sure how that happened, but we just love how it looks. And after one more little chat, we are going to organize the vanity and decorate. So what do y'all think? I'm so excited. I think that it looks just amazing. It is much darker in here, much darker. It just gives a moody feel, and I just love it. Everyone in our crew loves it too. When my daughter came in last night, she was like, oh my gosh, Mom, it looks so good. So yeah, I just think it looks incredible, and I can't wait to add in all the pretty things. My husband helped me out and put the light switches back in. What do y'all think? Should I paint those out too? I mean, it is color drenching, so I'm considering painting those out too, but I don't know. I feel like it never looks right. So I'm gonna kind of research that and see what I should do, if I should sand them down a little bit and prime them and get the paint on there. I don't know. I just don't want it to peel and look bad. And I don't want a thick paint rain on there. So anyway, something to think about, but I think it makes sense with the white vanity and white top. I mean, that doesn't look bad. And the toilet, of course. So on this day, I had about 45 minutes to spare before we had to leave for a basketball game. So I thought, I'm going to get under this vanity and start organizing. This was just a hot mess express. We had just put lots of random things in here. My son loves to get ready down here in the morning sometimes. And so we had just some necessities for him. Lots of sawdust from probably the build, y'all. I don't know any other reason that sawdust would be in here except for when we built our house, which was 3 years ago. So that just tells you Mir is not doing all the cleaning that she needs to be doing. So real life here. And I am just adding in a couple of things that I might use in the future in the powder bath. And I thought it would just be easier to leave it down here. We have the space. So just leaving those few things down here, just a plate that I like to put my soap on and a little vase, and then that powder room sign. I got these storage containers at Target, and I do need to pick up at least 2 more. I feel like we'll probably expand on some of the products in here, and so I just need 2 more to make sure that I have enough space for everything. But I'm just keeping some spare toilet paper in one of them. That was a larger one, and then I got 2 smaller. So I like to keep extra toothbrushes and toothpaste on hand in case we have guests or the kids have people over. Just in case somebody needs an extra toothbrush, I like to have those handy. And just adding in some cotton balls, Q-tips, and some nice feminine products just in case anyone needs those while they're in this bathroom. I like to keep those things available for the guest. Like I said, I do need one more, at least one more or two more of those little bins to keep Logan's things in. And the toilet bowl cleaner, that is just something that needs to be in here at all times, so that just fits nicely right there. It will not fit on the bottom shelf, so I might rearrange this at some point, but this is working for now, and it has all the things in there that we could possibly need. We have a full day heading to a basketball game, my daughter's last game of the season that she'll be cheering in, more than likely. This is regional, so we don't know how far we'll go, but we'll see. But we're gonna go watch her cheer, and then later on this evening, we're gonna get back at the decorating. We are back home, and it's time to start adding in all of the pretty things. So first and foremost, I wanted to add in the backsplash that was there before, and just added some liquid nail to that. Actually, I think it was just like Loctite. Added that in and put that backsplash back on, and just starting to add in all of the pretty things, y'all. That artwork was from Hobby Lobby. If you guys missed my video before, I will definitely link it below or at the end of this video, and you guys can go back and watch all of the decor items that I bought and where I got those from. This little beautiful oval cow picture was also from Hobby Lobby. It was on sale, and I just love the shape of it. I feel like it was made for this spot. Just so pretty. Kenny added in my Hearth and Hand shelves for me before I started decorating. They had to be put in with anchors and all kinds of stuff, so I just let him do that for me. He made sure everything was good and level, and those shelves were a little bit wonky, so he had to do some adjusting with those. But just adding in all the beautiful shelf decor. You guys let me know what you think of this. Shelf styling can be a little bit tricky for me. I like to keep things in groups of 3 or 5, but with a shelf this size, 3 really did fit the best. I end up taking off those green vases here in just a few minutes, and this just took a little bit of time. I just moved some things around, tried to see what I liked best, and at the end, you guys let me know what you think of how it all turned out. I just want to take a moment and introduce myself. I have a lot of new subscribers here on the channel. I am Mary. I am a mother of 4 from kids ranged from 17, actually she's still 16. I keep saying 17. She's still 16, so 16 to 22, and I have a grandbaby. His name is Parker, and we just love being grandparents. I was gonna go with Nan for my name, but he keeps calling me Nana, so we'll just see what I end up being. I also work from home, remote, with a great company, and we are super involved in our church. We just love Jesus, and we love decorating. I love being at home. I have just become a major homebody. Love being here, love decorating for all the seasons, and just adding fun things to our home. We built this house. It's a barn-dough. We built this house in 2020, like it was the end of 2020 going into 21, and we moved in October of 2021. So we've been here a few years, and we are just continuing to fine-tune this home and add in character and charm to kind of a modern space. So we love doing projects around here. I love doing projects around here, and I force Kenny to help me, but he does love the outcome, of course. So we just love decorating and fine-tuning this house. And if you guys are interested in that type of content, be sure and hit that subscribe button, because about 85% of my viewers are not subscribed. So take a moment, it's totally free. Hit that subscribe button and like this video if you have enjoyed it. I just appreciate you guys. I have enjoyed getting to know y'all in the comments, and we're just building this tribe here, and I feel like we are just all becoming great friends. Let me know in the comments how you feel it turned out. And if you like this color drench, you guys go for it. If you have a space in your house that you have been wanting to do something crazy, just go for it. It's so much fun. It has added such great character to this kind of small space and boring space. And now it is just a great conversation piece for my guests. If you guys enjoyed it, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know in the comments and enjoy the rest of these clips. And that does it for this week's Spring Fever Makeover Refresh. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your week, and God bless you guys.